All right, we're live. We're starting early. We were going to start in 11 minutes from now, but instead we're going very soon. Kollin and Fruhdazi, Battle of the Week, number 4. I'm joined by not only HClap, but also Benji. It's great to have you both. How are you?
Sup?
Good, can't complain.
Yeah, I'm making it through.
These are two kind of like banger Battle of the Week participants. They're two of the best gamers out there in ADV right now. And I put a poll out, and it looks like the favorite is Fruhdazi. HClad, if you were voting, who do you think you would put money on to win this?
I think I would go with Fruhdazi, but I also think it's close. These guys are both pretty good. They had like deep gym fight runs. They have very different styles, which I think is an interesting dynamic. But I got to give it to Fruhdazi, who's like played SPL.
Yeah, definitely.
Did a bit better in gym fight. So
just a bit too. They both made top 5, so great performances from both of them. And we were just talking before you jumped on, HClap, Benji and I was telling him how dominant of a performance Kollin had in his set against McMegan. If you recall the Celebi Swords Dance pass game 1 into Celebi Calm Mind pass game 2 that basically 6-0'd McMegan. I mean, it's a set of Pokemon, like anybody can get got, but I don't think anybody was expecting that result, let alone, you know, just how one-sided it felt, that set. So that, I mean, if you didn't know about Kollin beforehand, I think that, especially for like the Revival spectator folk, that definitely put Kollin on the map. And I'm expecting a good performance from both of these guys.
yeah, he really did find a hole in McMegan's game there. Sorry, go ahead, Benji.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I was just gonna say, I feel like if there was an all-time GOAT to get unexpectedly 6-0'd, it might be McMegan for like accidentally bringing Kingdra into a Milo tick or something like that.
Yeah, he brings pretty like skewy teams where he gets either very good or very bad matchups a lot of the time. I was gonna say that like Fruhdazi does have a pretty unusual builder, and I think it is possible that Kollin could like find something exploitable the same way he did against McMegan in this series.
So you think
has
Kollin's
diversified a lot, but he may be
right.
able to get a prep advantage.
It's interesting.
So you have a lot of respect for Kollin as a scouter?
I think I've definitely seen times where he gets a big advantage at least. I think it's hard to tell if that's something he'll be able to pull off again, but I've seen him do it before at least.
He was just talking in my Discord the other day, like 1 or 2 days ago, about scouting and how he thinks most people shouldn't try like too hard to counter team their opponents. You know, let's say like you're in like ADV Revival 3 or something, and he said, I think there's like, I don't know the exact number, he said like 6 or 7 total people on the planet that are actually good at like scouting and counter teaming people, and for the most part you should probably just bring things that you're comfortable with. So we'll be curious to see like to what extent Kollin will try to like really counter team Fruhdazi, and if we're going to see anything kind of like out of left field from either one.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would say like Fruhdazi is probably like at that like top echelon where it starts becoming worth it to try to like get any like small advantage you can get. Like there aren't many players better at this point in time. So you said like 5 or 6, he might be one of them.
That's crazy. You know what I think would be like a really cool like next step for this community is like some sort of like PR. And for some reason, and I don't mean to put words in your mouth, HClap, but you know, you've expressed that you're not really into like VRs, like, you know, viability rankings and stuff. You know, I suspect some people in the community might not like be overly enthusiastic about like the idea of like a power rankings of sorts, but I think for like a growing community, it's like really cool to recognize players based off of their results. And like there are so many different freaking tournaments over the course of the year. It is kind of hard to follow along, and just like that kind of a snapshot I think goes a long way towards recognizing players and like understanding a little bit of like the landscape of the community. But it looks like game 1 has begun.
Leave Flygon.
That is weird.
And they're playing on Smog Tours. Nice.
Oh, sick.
All right, that is.
I kind of hate lead Flygon, but finding a Metagross is definitely what it wants to do.
Yeah, I suppose so. What does that mean to you?
I have no idea.
If it was like 2021, I would tell you that's a mag offense, but that was before Fruhdazi existed, so I don't know.
At the very least, I'm fairly certain it's not lead CB gun.
Oh, this is suddenly
Protect
looking
turn
like
one.
Superman stall from Fruhdazi.
I
Like a weird lead.
Huh.
yeah. Why would you? What are the other leads? You usually lead Zap on that, right?
Honestly, you'd lead Skarm a lot of the time.
Ah, true. Just get the spike down.
Yeah.
Okay, we've T-waved a Metagross.
Skarm coming.
Miss Drevis,
Oh,
yeah,
Miss
it's Clad.
I think I was right, yeah.
This is something.
Kollin is probably like... It seems like a Suicune team.
Oh, no way! He Houdini's
Yeah.
facing the Misdreavus and denies spikes for the rest of the game. What a call out from
Do you
Kollin.
think- Do you think he got?
Did
Did
you
you think he
click
boomed
boom?
Yeah, I was
Double
about to
Parrotter.
ask. Do you on the Parrotter? Did he do it?
No way. Oh, this rocks.
That's actually really funny. Because like usually Fruhdazi would guarantee by doing that little Misdreavus pivot that at least Skarm doesn't get boomed. Like maybe Misdreavus would die to mash, but like Skarm would get a spike. But because of full parad, that can happen.
That
And
was
I
wild.
think Kollin might just win now.
Yeah.
Like, this
Superman
team
doesn't
needs a
make
spike.
that much progress without spikes, does it?
Yeah. Like this is why you lead the Skarm. I guess I would have faced Metagross anyway.
True.
Actually, isn't Snorlax just devastating into Superman after the Skarm is gone?
Yeah. Yeah, this might just kill everything. Theoretically, if Fruhdazi goes Misdreavus on every single normal move and Blissey on every single Shadow Ball, he can stall it out.
Yeah, easy.
And I think that genuinely might be the game plan at this point.
Okay, maybe Zap has Roar, but can it take +2 Metal Sound?
Oh, Metal Sound!
Okay.
Well,
There's a contingency plan of sorts, I suppose.
a little bit. You might just switch out.
Curious-
But
But this should still be or no, I guess it doesn't need to be Spidef Zap, does it?
I think it probably should be, but again, like I don't know what rules Fruhdazi follows when he builds.
Oh, we
That's a
have
pretty-
No, go ahead.
I was head calculating the Shadow Ball, and I was gonna say it was probably max HP Zapdos, but I'm not really sure about
Yeah,
that.
that makes. I believe that. I was
Sorry,
going to
what
say
were you
we have a friend who made a whole video about Metal Sound Zapdos.
Is that Tetra?
Yeah,
Go check
It's
out
interesting.
Tetrafolium.
Shout out to Tetrafolium.
I think honestly, now that Speed Pass is dead, Zapdos may want to drop Roar a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's
So I
already
think it
on
might-
Skarm.
Yeah, it might free up a slot. I think it's not a bad idea. It might be better now than it has been before.
It's
Greener.
not time to go back to 2008 and start running Sleep Talk Zap again.
Honestly, who knows? I think if Claydol exists, then Sleep Talk.
Oh, it's
Zap is
Regirock.
first.
Whoa. Kollin
you
took
go.
so long before deciding to pivot here. Flygon appears to be about as good of a switch in as anything into something like this.
Yeah. Or could try to miss you on the boom.
I feel like. Oh wait,
I guess,
Okay,
yeah,
no, it
this
is
does kind of
leftovers.
look
I
like
forgot to
boom
check.
spam. So what else?
I think.
Is there just a Suicune in the back for Kollin?
Oh, that would.
Got him.
Yeah.
You think he booms here? Go to the mystery.
Dude, that would be
Again?
so dope.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a Suicune. My guess would be Suicune Claydol.
Missy stays in and clicks rest. Oh, he did! He did click it! Okay,
What a psycho.
Dazzy
He does
got
get
the
free
best of that
turns with
time.
Snorlax now, so it's kind of well hedged by Kollin.
Yeah,
Wow,
good spot for it.
these guys are gaming. Who has a fire
Snorlax
defect?
may have revealed itself to have no normal move when it Shadow Balled the Zapdos earlier. I'm not sure about that.
Or maybe no normal move other than Boom. It might be like Curse 3 attack.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah. All right, Zapdos. This isn't gonna get it done.
My bad, guys. There's so much construction happening like right outside my window. We can only do so much, but we've closed the window. Hopefully that helps a bit. Fahad calling out Doug Lass for Dazi. Okay, so wait, what is this Snorlax set? Like Curse, Shadow Ball, Boom, Earthquake?
Earthquake or Brick Break? You know Brick Break's mine. You know I love Curse 3 attack with Brick Break.
I've been seeing that everywhere. I think Zapdos really should not win this. But that won't stop Fruhdazi from trying.
Crit at -2 Spadef probably isn't going to do that much.
It could have a chance to kill, apparently. Zap just comes in.
Looks like the Snorlax clicked Metal Sand on the Zapdos.
I know. I was just going to say, like, what even happened? I had to step away for a second.
You love that Shadow Ball, despite being a physical move, lowers special defense.
Yeah, it's so useless.
It's like they knew in their heart of hearts that Ghost should have been a special typing all along, but they couldn't bring themselves to fix it.
So they just made it a terrible They just made it a terrible physical typing because they knew it was supposed to be special.
It just makes no sense. Like Ghosts, like in terms of flavor, they are ethereal. They cannot be touched by normal types. And notice how they are literally immune to normal types, and normal types are immune to Ghosts. Like they should have. It's not physical. It's the opposite of physical. It's immaterial. It cannot be touched by the physical realm. But I like your theory on this, Benji. Your theory as to in Gen 1 why they ended up making Ghost type a physical move at the end of the day. Do you remember what you told me about that?
I do. I genuinely believe it. I'm looking at this Snorlax that has been on the field for so many turns and is at 100% health without having ever clicked rest. And I'm like, I thought it would have done more by now, considering that reality.
Okay, we'll leave.
It's clicked 5 pressured Shadow Balls already.
I was about to say he's trying to pressure it to Shadow Balls so that Mischievous.
Like it's almost halfway out. He's kind of doing it.
He's kind of doing it.
Okay. Yeah. So 7 Shadow Balls remain, and if he does that, then the Missy should be a hard counter to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps the Regirock Boom was gaming a little too hard.
I respect it.
Although, I do respect it, and this is also very much hindsight 2020 BS.
A lot of speculation in the chat that we have a Raikou in the bag for Dazi, rather than a Doug or a Moltres. Somebody else thought it was a Moltres.
This last is usually one of Raikou, Moltres, Doug, and probably those 3, but Jirachi also. Or it could be like T-Tar or Gengar era, but I think in order
Gengar
of Gengar
and Missy? I don't think I've seen Gengar and Missy.
Yeah, double Ghost.
That's sick.
That's
brutal.
Fun fact, I invented Mischievous in ADVOU, and it was using double Ghost originally.
I absolutely believe it.
That is a fun fact.
And AVR copied me, as
double
he often does.
golems?
I like.
God.
By the way, did anybody else notice Kollin bringing? Oh shit! Block!
It's block!
Oh my gosh!
But this is not the thing you want to block.
What you want to block, yeah, because it has metal sound somehow. This is a truly unique one, folks. But Kollin bringing the Shitrock versus Shitrock Enjoyer, I can appreciate that as well.
So he's trying to hit. So that like effectively would one-shot Mischievous. So he doesn't have to keep like predicting back and forth on switches, if he does manage to hit it. But yeah, you're right. Zapdos is not what he wants to hit.
Yeah, but he's running out of. I mean, Registeel should be able to come in on Zap mostly fine.
Yeah, we may reach an impasse because Kollin doesn't actually have to click any moves, just because Fruhdazi's team doesn't do damage.
He doesn't have a spike.
Right.
Imagine if he had one spike. Imagine if he had half a spike.
Yeah.
Cactu speculating, wait, block Snorlax. Does that mean it's Amnesia, Curse, Rest, Registeel then? Maybe. Maybe the Snorlax is trying to block and effectively trap ghost types, enabling a Registeel to not have to deal with something like a Gengar with Taunt or Wisp or something.
I'm gonna look up really quick how much PP Metal Sound has and see if that matters.
It has 64 PP.
It's a lot. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
So the game.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Do you think that was a consideration of Fruhdazi? Like, in case I need to go the distance, I have 64 PP.
Because I'm playing Superman.
I think it probably actually is. And wow, it is Curse Registeel.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
we're
Amnesia's
here.
an insane call, though, right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that's...
I think I've seen
That's-
ABR bring that before.
All right.
Like
All
playing
right,
for
I
like
can't
a
say shit then.
Curse Amnesia, like rollout last Gambit that like actually won.
I don't... All right.
Alright, you
I'll
used
just
9
eat it.
curses.
Yeah, and there's another
You
Shadow
used
Ball.
6 Shadow Balls. It missed. I didn't know it could miss.
Oh shit, yeah. I wonder what the accuracy
No,
is.
it
Zap
for
is
sure
almost dead.
doesn't have good act.
Oh, you can probably block here.
Oh,
for
it's
free.
rest. It's rest.
Oh, he didn't
Block?
I think block.
Oh, he got
blocks
parried.
is something no matter what, right?
Dude, yeah, that would have been... You can block
guess not.
now.
Well,
Apparently not. Well,
I don't know if he can block now because he's at -2.
I think on the rest turn he full parried, but I think
On the
block
rest turn, for sure, I think it makes sense.
would have been checkmate.
Metal Sound has
hadn't full paired.
85% accuracy, apparently. And there it is. He lands one. But that... Oh, yeah, Shadow Ball is a 2-hit now. This is going to put Dazi in a really weird spot.
Oh, he's just gonna take the...
Okay.
Oh!
He was trying to
I don't
catch
know
something
about
else.
Was he trying to hit Blissey?
Blissey? Is Blissey
Maybe.
the switch it?
That's like the only thing that takes Shadow Ball.
This is weird now because Shadow Ball probably doesn't kill the Zap anymore. It just did 54%. Thunderbolt just
The
did
Zap?
50.
Oh, the Zap
Yeah, he's
also
got to
probably
switch
doesn't
out.
kill.
Like Snorlax is dead if he saves.
Yeah, he does stay. He opts to stay and just booms. Wow.
He just takes the boom.
What a
Okay.
goofy set.
That is that. Yeah, that's unlike any Snorlax.
I
I've
kind
ever
of
seen.
think the Mischievous is going to sweep now.
I mean, the Blissey
Like-
might... Oh, well, actually, I forgot about Registeel. You're right. Yeah,
It'll
no.
probably be last rest Suicune, but like Mischievous kills that.
Like Perish Trap.
Yeah, it has one thing in its Paris song.
Right.
It's also double status Blissey, apparently. That's a thing, I guess.
Yeah, this is something. What else are there for Kollin at this point?
Wait a second, so this Blissey is an Ice Beam?
Correct.
Oh my
think-
god.
I think Collin's Registeel and his presumably Suicune are both like in decent shot, like decently well positioned, all things considered. You just have to make sure not to like have like Mischievous coming on rest.
What's the play here? Okay, Reggie's gonna rest as well.
I was
Yeah.
wondering if Blissey Thunderwaves on that turn to try and cheese out a quick kill by getting double para on the rest turn.
This is tough. Something is gonna have to get mean looked, presumably. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be Zapdos.
It's already para.
This is not good. Yeah. Damn, the Zap is it's over.
Yeah, you may not rest here.
Maybe it has
Yeah, I think
phasing.
that's
And you
correct.
don't?
Yeah, it
Wait
has
one turn.
phasing. Okay, he's actually okay, and it
it
was
is
Raikou.
Okay, yeah, but Raikou is
I think Raikou wins.
terrifying here.
Yeah,
Raikou's brutal here.
Unless
the-
Registeel's Earthquake.
Does the Registeel have 2 turns of sleep left, though?
it won. One turn left.
It's burned
Okay,
one.
okay, one.
It would have to have Earthquake to have a chance.
Sub Raikou. Oh yeah, this is not good. Uphill
Uh-oh.
climb for Kollin now.
It does have Earthquake, but
Oh, the
Right
crit
there.
is crazy.
Oh. It lives, right? Yeah, it'll survive this T-Bolt.
Yeah, the next one should do about 34.
Do we
It
know all
could
4 moves on
also-
this Registeel?
It's,
you would think it's HP Steel last. just because anything else would be like absurdly bad coverage against Ghost.
Yeah.
Last Hero would have a better shot than last Suicune at this point, but I think it's probably Suicune.
If Reggie gets a crit Earthquake, like, you're still not even out of the woods. The Missy's toxic, but hasn't been put to sleep. T-Bolt doesn't kill, and Earthquake does not crit. And that might just be it for game 1.
I think you can forfeit, yeah. Unless it's Heracross.
I mean, is there any theoretical last that could do it here? Because even Hera, right?
Okay.
I mean, Hera.
It's Starmie.
Oh,
That's
that
not going to
doesn't
do
win.
it.
that's not what you want.
Oh, it's not even faster.
Holy
May have been a tie. All right.
what a game. Okay. That was
Well,
a game
Kollin
1.
may have lost 4-0, but that boom into Skarm was pretty sick, so
Oh,
really
it was
the winner.
dope.
That boom was pretty sick. Kyle, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Yo, I
Green
think
Herb-
Swanky's playing for Revival.
Oh shit,
Sick.
I think that's true. Yeah, we'll watch this
Perhaps.
until game 2 begins.
Perhaps a higher octane set than Kollin versus Fruhdazi.
I don't know, it's Milo
Who's to say,
versus
really?
Milo right
You
now.
immediately switched into Milo Blissey 40.
Oh no. I take it back.
Green Herb White Smoke asked a moment ago, is this stream going to transition into Replay of the Week? No. Replay of the Week featuring Jumpy is going to be this Tuesday. We're doing Tuesdays instead of Mondays from now on because football season is upon us, and Monday Night Football is a weekly national holiday that must be recognized.
Sorry about week 1,
Are you a
Zed.
Seahawks guy or a Browns guy? What's your allegiance?
Well, I was Browns until they gave Deshaun Watson $250 million guaranteed dollars, so then I boycotted the Browns. Anyway, game 2 has started, and another Registeel has hit the field. Low-key,
Oh, but this
I'm
time it's on Fruhdazi's side. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, you were going to talk about the Lions.
I am a Lions guy, and I know it's like, oh, convenient timing, besides week 1 and also both of the past 2 playoff appearances. But I just love Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell, I don't know. I like his leadership and his.
Seems like
his
a cool
style.
dude.
Yeah, just the kind of guy you want to like grab a beer with, and watching him like turn around that franchise in a way that Browns fans have hoped that anybody could turn around Cleveland for the past like lifetime, basically, has been really fun. And yeah, Seahawks are cool. But I mean,
Gotcha.
come on,
that makes sense.
my profile pic is a Mudkip wearing a Lions hat. You know what I mean?
It's hard to know that it's a Lions hat, I think.
Oh,
I think-
wow, that never made that connection.
Yeah, it's a little small. It's a little Easter egg on there, but yeah, it's.
Oh
it's
no,
right.
that totally is a Lions hat. Yeah, I should have known.
There we go. We made it. Fahad calling their shot. Fruhdazi will be Reggie Zardment's champ meta. Honestly, I kind of believe him.
I don't spend enough time around the Zoomer circles these days to know. I'll trust Fahad on this one.
He said Reggie Zard Mens,
Machamp Metagross.
Machamp, Metagross, and Skarmory.
I think Dazi has been Machamp's strongest soldier over the past like couple months.
That's dope.
Curious to see if
It's
he'll
always
submit
paired with
VR.
Registeel for some reason.
Feels like people
Gotta
are
have
just
something that can take those flying types.
Registeel is. Oh my god, that did so
Oh
much
my
damage.
God.
What the fuck?
So that's a yellow Skarm.
Yeah, that
Wow.
wasn't even Torrent.
That's fucked up.
I agree. If I had to describe it, I'd describe it as fucked up.
Either
that
that
did
or
so much damage.
maybe a visual bug and that was a crit or something. I don't know.
That was fucking insane. Back to Swanky versus Halbert Simpson. We have Fori coming in on Milo. And a Surf coming down. Doing 43%, but receiving a wish. All right, cool. And we're back.
I'm covering both games.
Yeah, welcome to ADV Primetime. Or ADV Red Zone. Excuse me.
ADV Red Zone.
ADV Torrent Range. That would be sick to have a setup where I have like multiple games being shown at once. We need to.
It's like custom to anything hitting super effective.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, that she's sick.
Okay, there goes YOLO Skarm. You got your one layer. It's clearly this is El Clasico with YOLO Skarm lead and Registeel over Gengar.
Swampert
Obviously.
over Gengar.
I think I have seen people replace Gengar more often than Swampert on that structure. But I mean, at that
I
point,
was just thinking Rock Resist.
is it even El Clasico anymore? I don't even know.
Is it?
Kollin really likes these three with Calm Mind Jirachi in the back. That could be what we're seeing.
Does he have a lean as far as which CM Racha he likes? Like Sub, or Super, Wish?
I feel like it's Super, but I'm not really sure.
Sure.
I think on this sort of team where Jirachi probably has like one entry, Super makes a lot of sense.
Mhm. Super Rachi would like a Doug for help, right? In this spot.
Sort of. Like it beats Blissey that isn't Thunderwave. So you can sort of just like have the rest of your team tech for Thunderwave Bliss and say that Jirachi can get the non-Thunderwave ones. So you don't really need Doug, but it does
Fair.
appreciate it.
John Old
So
says ADV Battle of the Week should be Blitz. Staying into Toxic. Oh, that would have been so high value too on the Subtar. And this is now going to be
Yeah, that's tough.
very annoying to deal with for Kollin. I kind of think
You
that would be
focus
dope.
punch here, or you rock slide?
I think you.
I would focus punch if I have it.
Yeah, I guess so. I think I rock slide because if they go pert, you can just focus punch the following turn, and like you still effectively kill the Swampert. But I guess it's higher value to focus punch, and then you if you have EQ, then you kill the pert and you still have your damn sub.
Yeah, my reasoning is if Zapdos Thunderbolts and I focus punch, I can just sub again on the following turn.
Yeah, I suppose you could.
If they stay in Tox, well, I guess, yeah, no, that's true. You still get a lick off.
They stayed
Oh,
in,
well.
and it's Thunder, and they get
Alright,
the para.
Oh,
Of course.
Dazi, do people want a game 3 for Dazi? Come on, man. Can't you like throw for some content or something?
I mean, how to argue Thunder is throwing for content. It just happened to work.
Shouts to Flaky in the chat.
oh, Flanky the goat.
Yeah, that was a nod to Flanky.
Shouts to Flaky.
I think that's why he clicked it. Good Easter egg.
Should be.
There's the sub fishing for para. Yeah, this is scary for Kollin. I mean, what would you expect last on this? This is Boatar, right? What's the set?
Probably focus and crunch, but it could be whatever. It could be anything.
It's Thunder, so I feel hesitant making any strong statements.
Conflict agreeing, saying that Dazi actually is kind of throwing, just happened to get good RNG.
Ozzy's also disconnecting every single turn.
Is he?
This is how
mobile
he's
gaming?
truly gonna throw for content.
He's for sure just like on his phone, like in the line for the bus or something like that.
Yeah, that probably is what's happening. Call it down to
Dazi's?
90 seconds. Here's Ments.
If Dazi brought
Oh.
this team on his phone on the bus, he's crazy.
There was a time
That's
where
a
I
good
could
crunch.
not imagine. I like the crunch as well. Brick Break? Dragon Claw mid ground. Nice. That absolutely would not have killed Tart 69, so heads up play by Kollin. And unsurprisingly, the Starmie is represented faster.
Couldn't tell you how much health that reveals on the Starmie. I can't tell if that's full or 0. Or something in between.
Yeah.
I don't see an off-star switch on Collin's team. That feels pretty offensive.
Yeah, according to Caltex, if it's a standard offensive set, then Dragonclaw doing 55 is actually a bit less than what it would expect. It thinks it should be doing 56 to 66.
Oh, okay. That means we know it
Whereas-
has HP.
Yeah, if the Starmie's defensive, then Dragonclaw should only be doing at most 53. So it's one of or the other with a little bit of something in the middle.
Oh, it is something in the middle. Weird.
We've polarized that he either got really lucky or really unlucky with that roll, and we have no idea which one.
Okay. Swampert
It
reveal.
could also be a Salamence with like little special attack and an offensive Starmie. That might be the most likely scenario.
Oh, okay.
Damn. 2 of Collin's Pokemon are paralyzed. They're all fairly heavily chipped.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, this probably is offensive Starmie, and that probably is just timid Mence instead of like the plus special attack one.
Yeah, that checks out.
I could see that. Colin down
Also,
to 15
double
seconds,
steal,
by the way.
double water.
Oh, missing Toxic. That's the second Toxic miss this game for Kollin. And now he could go for a Protect to get out of Hydro Pump range. He could hope for a Hydro Pump miss. But with 15 seconds, he's got to make up a decision quickly.
Alan's Mence does look really good.
He hits
There
the
isn't
miss
really
and just goes for
Starmie can
roar.
switch in on it once, but otherwise it kind of kills everything right now.
This is tough.
Yeah, my guy's got to hurry up.
Okay, Zap comes in. Yeah, the Zap's paralyzed. It's not really going to accomplish too much more. Get a little bit of chip on the Reggie. What can come in? Presumably Fire Blast. Oh, it is a possibly Calm Mind Jirachi, just like H-Clad predicted much earlier in this one. Sub.
Oh, it's sub.
101 health, baby. Okay, a little bit of momentum for Kollin. Better position
Probably
now.
boom the next one, I think.
No, not
Oh, he might
this
not
time.
have boom.
He might not have
Toxic
it.
over boom.
Yeah, this could get a little out of hand. Huh.
If you can get it low enough, I mean, Starmie's guaranteed to be faster.
Yeah, but what is Starmie gonna do?
Yeah, it needs to be a very low Reggie.
All right. Do you start attacking yet, Kollin? Is it Wish with like 1 attack?
Oh, there's no one attack that's good here, right?
You did that back in the day with Fire Punch, but you need a lot
Fire
of support.
punch into double water T-Tar.
It doesn't work out. It wouldn't work here.
It wouldn't work here, for sure.
I'm sure it's... Oh, he's just going for the freeze.
Oh, he's going for
It's
freeze.
Ice Punch.
Doesn't get it.
That is a desperation play. I'm surprised he didn't Thunderbolt.
I guess if he hits the freeze though, that could like Loki maybe like, depending on the rest of his coverage, he could just win. He's gonna afford
Yeah, I
himself. Oh,
agree.
there was boom all
Oh,
along.
it is boom.
Wow. Okay, and Arrow is here.
Oh,
What a play.
Arrow is not the guy you want to see.
I think Collin's in a pretty good spot against it. He's still got Swampert.
Yeah, he
and
still has
Mence.
flyers. He still has Pert. You're right.
And if he Earthquakes...
I was just thinking purely for the Jirachi trying to sweep.
Yeah, Jirachi's dying, but I think Kollin probably has this unless
What was the
some
click?
set is weird.
Did go Earthquake, trying to force the Jirachi out, and at this low health, it's unlikely to be able to set up and do much else. Okay, finally, Kollin has landed a single Toxic, 1 of 3 so far. A little bit of RNG swinging back in his favor. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Battle of the Week by JoaF on Smogon, Week 4. Fruhdazi, Shitrock Enjoyer is up 1-0 in this best of 3 set. Kollin trying to force a game 3. And this is an interesting scenario. The Scarm is like really nice to have, especially against the Arrow, of course, alongside the Swampert. You do have a Pert and Intimidate Mence, so you might not need the Scarm.
How much is that Pert at?
The Pert is at 55. Comes
And
in on a
that's
spike.
was that offensive Pert? Because it did like 1,000,000 to Scarm.
It was YOLO Scarm, but it does have Hydro Pump Refresh. 10 seconds on Collin's clock. He finally decides to go Mence. Gets hit by Thunder. It won't
Para
die to
again?
sand, and he avoids the Para. That was scary. That
Para.
might have been game. Arrow's going to come in on a Brick Break click. And man,
Interesting to go Rachi there and not Scarm. That's a bit
Yeah.
surprising.
you could play for a Rock Slide miss here or simply sack the Rachi. You could go elsewhere and bring the Rachi in later as a spike sack. I would love that kind of a play.
I'm
I
wondering.
think he's probably staying. And just going for it and
Off?
getting a kill.
Off me is pretty good into.
Oh my god, Kollin went down to 5 seconds. I'm worried. And wow, for Dazi not wanting to risk the arrow. Didn't want to, 10% of the time you miss that Rock Slide. And without the arrow, maybe he didn't want to take that risk.
Reese?
I think he was preempting the
Oh,
Swampert coming in.
Oh my gosh.
right. I forgot we
Wow.
hadn't seen leftovers on it.
Oh my god, is it over?
I think Scar might live this, but that was a crazy finesse by Fruhdazi.
That was crazy. He hits the pump. Scarm lives.
He does
No
live.
para.
Wow.
No para. Okay, now the pert is a spike sack. Kollin lives to fight another turn in this set. Holy fucking shit. Conflict speculating that Kollin could have arrow last. What do you guys, what would you expect last on this structure? 10 seconds for Kollin.
I think Era's my guess as well.
5 seconds. Kollin, click something. Oh my god. He's still down to 10 seconds.
Although there was a turn where Kollin really like preserved his flying types.
Dragon Claw
When
goes
there's an arrow
so
loss,
insane right
which-
now.
That might say that it's not Era.
Me comes in.
Oh my god. Do you have to sack the Ments? Do you go to your unrevealed or do you sack Pert? He has 20 seconds now to figure this out.
Hydro.
Sea
I think
Panther
you
thinks
definitely
it's
sack
T-Tar.
Ments.
Yeah.
Oh, T-Tar makes sense.
No, just Ice Beam.
Oh, if it's T-Tar, then Era wins.
Yeah, because Starmie chips it into EQ range. Okay, there's the spike sack.
Oh, wait a minute.
To
No,
bring
I
an
was wrong
arrow?
about that.
Yeah,
Earthquake.
this isn't the line I expected from Fruhdazi.
I think Kollin wins. I think Swampert eats the Starmie Hydro.
Are you
Kollin will win.
surprised? Help me understand. Don't you just chip the T-Tar with Starmie, keep your spike sack on Pert, and then T-Tar's in Earthquake range? He gets the crit! Oh my
no.
god, that might have been his only out. I don't
I
know
think
if
it was.
I don't know if Swampert can come in on a spike, take an Earthquake, and then not die to Starmie. Oh no.
Oh, the Starmie had HP Grass.
Oh
According to
shit, so
Fruhdazi.
it's
Oh, that's why he preserved it.
So he
that
actually
makes
had it the whole
sense.
way.
so
That's pretty cool, actually.
wow. Damn. And Starmie so close to dying to sand too. But Fruhdazi will take it 2-0. What a fucking set. God damn.
If Kollin had there's one time Arm clicked Toxic instead of Spikes in the end game.
Oh,
Instead, so the Starmie would have died. But yeah, that Fruhdazi's little endpert line against the Jirachi was crazy. I think he switched it in because he knew that if Kollin had gone Swampert on the arrow rockside lock, he would be killing something. So he like preempted that by doubling. Didn't even get the double right, but he still like finessed the berry.
All right, it's time to see if Fruhdazi truly is on the bus. I just asked him if he wants to join VC. Kollin said he'd also be down to join. I think could be cool to get like both of these guys on if they're down. Kollin said he'd be down either way. And we are joined by Kollin, who honestly got kind of hacks throughout that set. Kollin, how do you feel?
I feel fine. Fruhdazi's like really good at the game. Is like just my main takeaway. It was a hard set.
That's a pretty solid takeaway. Fruhdazi
Yeah.
says sure. All right, let me get Fruhdazi the role he needs to join this. Let's see where.
That was fun though.
yeah, that was sick. Super close game too. Okay, will you? I didn't see if you said it in chat. Did you blow up with the paralyzed meta when you switched into Mismagius or Mischievous?
I did, yeah, I did.
Okay, he got your ass.
But yeah, that was that sequence was pretty fun though.
Yeah,
That was
always
awesome.
funny.
The subsequent boom, and now of course we're joined by the victor, Fruhdazi. Welcome, congratulations. How do you feel at this time?
The second boom at that point was just free. So, anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that second
Oh,
boom
yeah.
with your Regirock where he stayed in with the Missy and clicked rest or something.
Yeah,
That was kind of
that
wild.
was the game really.
I mean, I don't know, but I felt like turn 4 when Meta parried. I have the feeling that Meta boomed there.
Yeah, I revealed that I did indeed. I indeed
just
clicked
admitted it.
explosion.
I indeed did.
Yeah.
If you missed it, folks, I'll
That
show
kind of-
the first few turns again here.
That kind of put me on a sore mood for the rest of the match because I was like, did he really boom it? And I was like pretty proud because I knew that it wasn't, let's say, it wasn't expected that I would review a Misdrevious a turn 4 there.
Yeah,
So I thought it
definitely
was
did
a
not
pretty safe
expect it.
play. I thought it was a pretty safe play because while Mash gives slow progress, he doesn't really want to play slow progress. With Matt and Zap revealed, he probably was using some kind of mix-off first. I thought of Kundal, but at the same time, I was like, if it's Kundal, I probably have the matchup with Raikou and Misdrevious together. So it's pretty fine. Both Zapdos really saved my game. It indeed was a very bold Zapdos. It's like a lot of defense there.
I calced and it was like, this is not doing as much damage as it should be. That was like the perfect Zapdos to face me there, actually.
Yeah, the metal sound
Snorlax.
Zapdos technology was fucking insane. I mean, Dazi, have you used this team before? Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, as I have used this, at first I just wanted to have a Misdrevious team to keep people on their toes. Later in the year, at least this year, I decided I wouldn't be using much balance anymore. So I kind of scrapped that team altogether. Mainly because, as you saw, my play there wasn't exactly flawless. It's much worse, really, me playing with that than playing with offense. So I felt like I would rather focus on my qualities as an offense player than try to play fat, at least for the time being, when I was looking up to play GI. But at the same time, I thought it was pretty okay done. I mean, it's easier for me to play when it's not expected, really, but if Fat is expected, then I can't really win a bad matchup with Fat. But yeah, I have used this team before. I believe I gave it to Meowk. Sometimes he used it also sometimes. The both Zapdos really was like a save against Snorlax type of thing. That was one of the reasons I really scrapped the team beforehand, because it's too frail, I think. It relies too much on these things, like the both Zapdos and the Flygo, and the fact that there's no really good normal resist there. It really kind of stinks. You have to compensate it with both Zapdos. That was one of my main critiques of the AB War Missy as well. It's too frail physically to work, and I never like those teams that are too frail physically to begin with, because I feel like it's easier to outplay a special attacker than it is to outplay a physical attacker. It's like easier to outplay Starmie than it is to outplay Aero.
Right.
I mean, it depends on the team, really. Like Kollin's team on game 2, it obviously can outplay most Aero teams, but like I just happened to have a Starmie as well, and that kind of
grass
team can
Starmie.
play with Starmie.
Sick.
Yeah, I made that edit. It wasn't originally grass Starmie. It isn't even my team, to be honest. But I made some edits before coming to the game because I hated that 6. I couldn't switch into Swampert. And I was like, I want to fix this. And my first thought was to use Grass Tyranitar. But at the same time, I was like, let's try Boa for a change, if there's something there. So I tried the Boatar, and I had to compensate elsewhere, so I had to drop Spin, which isn't really ideal, but I think I'd rather have Grass than Spin there. Because, again, you saw it, otherwise I probably lost that game to miss or even not killing. I could have been timid. I decided to just go modest with Aero. I mean, it was kind of like a vibes pick. I think I go timid most of the time, but people are really singing the praises of modest Starmie, so I wanted to try it out. Decent poke. Still don't like it though.
I'm curious. I'm trying to find this turn again, and I'm sharing my screen if you're unaware. But this turn 45, you get the arrow in front of the T-Tar. If you don't get this EQ crit, does Starmie just still win? Because it's modest, right? So
Yes.
like surely you just win, right?
Yes, I mean, it depends on the role on Tyranitar, it depends on the book on Tyranitar. I'd have to calc with HP Grass kills after the EQ. I believe it does because it's probably not 52 HP Tyranitar. It's likely 184, which means they should have a better
it is
tank.
max HP, but yeah, I don't know calc.
And I might as well just win. It depends on pump then. So I win 80% of the time, which is decent. I guess I really should have run Surf, but I don't know.
Yeah, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, T-Bolt, HP Grass. I once ran a 4-attack Modest Army, and another person in this very chat implored me to put Recover on it. So kudos to you for sticking to your guns and not listening to the haters.
I mean, I think Recover wouldn't work there. Psychic probably works there, but I thought I was pretty alright against Gengar. I mean, it all depends on
Fair.
how you trade up against Gengar teams with Registeel. It's not about beating Gengar itself, it's about beating the rest of the team. Like how Fat uses Blissey, Monotoss Blissey, and has kind of like that quirky matchup against Gengar, but a lot of the times I feel like a lot of Fat users just beat Gengar still. It's kind of funny, but I think
Yeah.
Registeel offense goes with that same idea, that same reason in mind. It's just the offensive idea of that.
Well,
Because and then other moves. I mean, Recover. Not sure. I think you don't switch into Part either way with Recover because you're gonna keep recovering and you're gonna just not.
It helps
Have
a lot
enough
against it helps a lot against Ref Pert, but nothing else.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
yeah.
And HP Grass already helps there. And Spin was what I was considering. And I think that team really does like Spin. But it depends on the decks. Like the Subtar with move for Skarmory. And the fact I could just wave Skarm down. Or, I mean, the Yellow Skarm, which was kind of a vibes pick as well. I don't think it should be Yellow Skarm there. I quickly reminded myself with that game why it shouldn't be the Yellow Skarm.
Yeah, when that
Because you
Skarmory
saw-
took like
it's like
80
right there.
million% from the Hydro.
Yeah, 82% from the perk.
Hilarious.
Already two things, at least if you're using Skarmory with it, Skarmory is going to be your main Swampert switching.
I think
So that was kind of
that 6 does well enough against like Magoth anyways. Like I think Yellow Scrum is really unnecessary.
Yeah, Juke had Taunt's HP Steel to help with rocks, and it was a jolly spread with some Pedaf bulk. I don't know, I can't really enjoy that. I can't say I enjoy Taunt's Skarmory anymore. Which is why I kinda am sore on just building Spike's offense in general. It's why I didn't really build for this set. I thought to myself, Meowk suggested a weird ghost. I was like, let's go with it because I haven't done it for so long. So I went with Misty. And then when it was like, okay, is there anything else cool that I could use for this showcase match? And they were like, you could just use some Registeel offense. They
They're
suggested
all the rage nowadays.
I mean, Meowk, Juke, Sprick suggested the Starmie Aero thing, which I had never run before this. I always ran Mensa Aero, which I still believe is better. Not only Mensa Aero, I also have ran, I think Gara Aero. No, I have ran Garmans, but never Gara Aero. I also want to try Gara Aero sometimes. Some people have won quite a bit with that. I'm not sure. I think Classical is better if I'm gonna use Gara Aero. But there's some quirks. There's some cool things. I mean, you can't really fit and pert there. I'm not sure.
That end pert line where you
But-
subbed in front of the Jirachi, that was pretty epic. That was a pretty epic moment. Nice gaming there.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really epic. It was more like free. I was expecting him to ice there, which would have me which would have me made play a 50-50. I mean, sub is still free either way, somewhat. Like you sub on the switch out, and he probably
Right.
goes Skarm.
I think I
Or
may have
he
made a
goes,
mistake
man.
by going. Wait, let me make sure I have what turn it is right. What is it, like 38?
I was pretty mad on that toxic though by Zapdos, I'm not gonna lie.
I think I made a
Yeah.
mistake by going Jirachi versus the arrow. I didn't want to go Skarm because I wanted Skarm's health in case it needed to take on Starmie, because as you can see, I really couldn't deal with off me at that point. But I think it would have been better to just go Tar instead. I don't know if it would have actually made a difference, but
It could. I think it could. I mean, it depends on. I guess I got invert there online, which kind of sucks, but aside of that, might
Yeah,
be a
man.
better move because I have to either sack Aero or sack Registeel, I think.
yeah,
No,
it at least doesn't let Pert in completely for free like Jirachi did. So, because I couldn't really deal with that either. The combination of Pert and Storm,
I think maybe going Swampert was a better move.
that probably could have been too.
Because I have to Rock Slide there always.
Yeah,
Turbo
I
Edge
don't know.
isn't a safe play. Neither
I
is.
didn't really have time to calc either, but
Yeah, you were super low on your timer for a while there down the stretch.
I was about to mention that.
yeah. And I was really low on my timer, and then I gained a bunch of it back in the sequence where Rachi was just setting up on Registeel.
Right.
And then I spent that time like realizing that it wasn't actually a very winning line, even if like he never boomed into something faster, because Sub-CM Rachi actually does like 0 damage ever to Registeel. So that's why I ended up just clicking Ice Punch and like praying for a freeze.
Yeah, that could have been an out. And I mean, sometimes you miss 2 of 3 toxics. Your opponent hits both of their thunders, gets a para. You know, one thing goes a different way. Maybe we see a game 3, but very fun set nonetheless. And appreciate you guys joining.
Hitting that toxic with Zap when the Tar subbed definitely would have changed a lot of things, because it would have let me do different things with my Skarmory as well. I think.
Right.
But that's just
that's
toxic
Mons
for you, I guess. Yeah.
True.
Thanks for the set, guys. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, very fun to watch. Glad that you guys were voted in. You guys definitely put on a show. Saw some really unique sets, and excited for week 5. Everybody get ready to vote for who you guys want to see in week 5. And Fruhdazi, Kollin, GG's. Thanks for joining for a post-set interview as well. Very cool that we could do this. Hope that we can do this kind of thing moving forward. And last question, are you guys in ADV Revival 3?
Yes.
I am not. Fruhdazi is, but I am not.
Kollin, what the hell, man?
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I'm kind of just not really locked in for that, but I'm there. I play the games, but not really have done any heavy prep work so far.
You're just kind of
or anything
vibing.
of the matter.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm just kind of playing. I don't think I played. I guess I played like 1 Spike Steam, all the sets I played so far, or something like that. And I have played like about. I think all my sets had Registeel, or like at least.
Hell yeah.
Only 1 set didn't have on Revival 3. But it was like because I was using leftovers from my builder, and I have to get my builder better. I have to rework it, restructure it, but I don't know. I haven't got the time to really lock and do something more with the builder and go and play other styles.
That makes sense.
Because there's a lot of things to do.
I anticipate, if and when you make it out of pools, maybe that'll give you reason to scout and prepare a bit more. But last question, are you guys submitting VRs? And if so, how high is Registeel going to be on your VR?
I have submitted a VR.
Already submitted.
I actually wrote a big old post on the forums with it too.
All right, I'm pulling this up. Oh, actually, I have the thread up. I have it up. Let me...
Unfortunately, my post got immediately buried by Yubel beefing with Avito, I think.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's amazing.
Which is kind of unfortunate because I spent like an entire afternoon writing that post, but that's just how it goes, I guess.
All right. Well, we're not going to spend an entire afternoon looking at it, but I will pull it up, and maybe I'll ask you a few questions. Dazi, can we expect a VR from you?
I mean, I tried to write it up, and funny story, I was working for it for like 4 days. But then, just things hit, and I really wanted to make really in-depth explanations. But at some point, I was like, after the top 3, I'm not really sure how to rank. I'm being serious, because like after the top 3, it gets really weird to rank, in my opinion. Because there's a lot of good mons there, but none of them are on the same level as the top 3, which is Tyranitar, Swampert, and Skarmory. Like, sure, people argue for Metagross and stuff up there, but I'm personally of the thought that Metagross is a bit overrated by some people. As
we see Kollin putting it third.
It is the staple of offense, but at the same time, I think offense has been needing it less and less in current day. Not only that, but I personally don't really like Suicune offense, and that's the main place where Metagross is practically not replaceable. I mean, you can, I have done it, but you shouldn't most of the time. But even then, I was like, with the best offense being, in my opinion, Sand plus Dragon Dance Salamence, and I never have been a huge fan of Magneton, I kind of get to a point where I'm like, sometimes you really just want to drop the meta off. Because meta, you have this weird thing with Swampert, where meta is really good alongside Swampert, but it also opens you up to some really bad stuff. Special attackers are really hard to outplay. And, you go with Celebi, then all of a sudden Charizard and Moltres, and you can't exactly pivot Salamence in very often, and you kind of want to just treat your Tyranitar as not a defensive piece at all if you can help it. Like, don't treat your Tyranitar as it has to do any kind of defensive work, because then your offense isn't going to hum as well, because you're going to be afraid of trading up Tyranitar against its checks, so you can get a better advantage with DD Mance later, because you need that Tyranitar to handle the other threats. So it kind of gets to that really weird thing, which doesn't really happen with Reggie, because Reggie can tank most of the special attackers and mixed attackers as well. I mean, there's still the Firebird issue, but it's a bit better because, Reg still kind of takes like 50 from
honestly,
Firebird.
Registeel really actually threatens them, which is pretty sad for the Firebirds.
Yeah, exactly.
What I really like about Metagross, other than obviously it's just like the poster child of offense, is that like it provides as far as its in-game use, I think perhaps unlike any other mon except like maybe Tyranitar, because Tyranitar sets sand, Metagross has like a really high floor in every matchup. Like it will do something, especially because its explosion is just so strong and so threatening.
True.
So yeah, that's what I like about Metagross.
Well, it's always
As I was saying,
No.
I worked for it for 4 days, but then I think I got it like 2 days of inactivity, and then all of a sudden everything I wrote would just vanish it. And then I was like, I don't have the motivation to do this again. Because I wrote
that's unfortunate.
up to Metagross. I was starting to write Metagross at 7th place. And I was gonna get my thoughts on it. I think I wrote Tyranitar, then Swampert, then Skarmory. Then I went
Swampert top
Salamence
2.
at 4.
Swampert 2 is sick.
That's pretty sick. I've heard people refer to Swampert as the LeBron James of ADV, and I don't know if I actually agree with that, but it's an interesting take. And I think we're gonna close here. I love hearing from you guys, both of your perspectives. Dazi, it's clear that you have a very unique take on the metagame. I hope you find the time to rewrite a VR and submit one. I think people would be interested in seeing that. And Kollin, I'm sorry that your VR got buried between the EV0 YouTuber VL, whatever the fuck, drama nonsense. Here we go. Ubel v YouTube.
Oh, his like the best post he made is that like he said something about how people are ranking Gyarados low, and he thinks it's because he has something to do with it.
I'm taking responsibility for all of the extremely low Gyarados rankings. My anti-Gyarados propaganda is taking hold, and it helps that it's just correct. Whatever, if that makes him happy, if he wants, I guess.
That is just an amazing post on so many levels.
That is amazing. We're gonna end it there. Again, great set. Thanks for playing and joining the stream. We appreciate it, and stoked for next stream. For anybody watching
Thanks to everyone who voted for me. Seriously, that was very kind of you.
Yeah, shout
This was
outs.
fun. So
Kollin the
Same here.
McMegan Slayer.
I'm sorry I refused it the last time people voted for me. I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm kind of procrastinating right now. So I guess we should really hurry up and end it.
And on that note,
Have a good one, y'all.
peace out.
see.